This week, our Torah portion, or Parasha, is from Deuteronomy 31:1 through Deuteronomy 31:30. It is called Vayelech in Hebrew, which means, and he went. In this portion, we find Moses tying up loose ends before Israel would cross over into the promised land without him. Like any good leader, Moses wanted to set the people up for success. In addition to handing his job over to his successor and conducting some serious parting talks with Israel, Moses did one other extremely important task. He took care of setting up a structure that would allow for all of Israel to know the law of the Lord. The law, also called the Torah, was given by God through Moses to the nation of Israel. These were words of life and instruction for the people to live by, and it was important for them to know it. So after writing out the entire law, Moses gave it to the priests and the elders of Israel. They were given the great responsibility of being the bearers of the Torah, and they were instructed to read it aloud every 7 years for all of Israel to hear. Moses charged the priests and elders, saying, "At the end of every 7 years, in the year for canceling debts, during the Festival of Tabernacles, when all Israel comes to appear before the Lord your God at the place he will choose, you shall read this law before them in their hearing. Assemble the people, men, women, and children, and the foreigners residing in your towns, so they can listen and learn to fear the Lord your God and follow carefully all the words of this law. Their children who do not know this law must hear it and learn to fear the Lord your God as long as you live in the land you are crossing the Jordan to possess." Deuteronomy 31:10 through 13. This public reading system Moses set up made the Torah accessible during a time in history long before the internet, the typewriter, or even the printing press existed. The physical, handwritten Torah was extremely precious in the Jewish community. There was only one for the entire nation, but Moses made sure everyone would have the opportunity to know it. And no one was excluded. No matter age, gender, or race, everyone among the nation of Israel was instructed to come and listen. And this would continue from generation to generation, so that Israel would always walk with the Lord. This was part of their ultimate purpose. God called the Israelites to be his people, to know him and follow him. And that hasn't changed. What has changed, though, is that the Torah is now in our back pockets, in our homes, and even in hotel drawers. If Moses only knew! We don't have to wait 7 years to hear the law. It's at our fingertips. Our access to Scripture is unlike any other time in history. We have this great privilege and great responsibility. As Moses instructed our people, let's listen to what God says in his word, learning to revere him and follow him from one generation to the next.